So what do you think, Melanie? Should we bedline the entire truck?
No.
Blue? No? So hear me out. This is it hit me this morning. This is my idea. So I kind of don't want to go all blue on this truck. I want to do a complete color change.
I can't keep up with you.
Freaking cold starts, man. You gotta love them. I need to get this thing plugged in the winter. We haven't started this truck in a month. It's got to be a month. It's been sitting. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it starts. What do you think, Melanie? You think it'll start?
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some really cold days lately.
Cold right now.
I hope it starts. What's that?
Battery's dead.
Dead?
Dead.
Ooh, any squirrels?
No, that leaf scared me. I thought it was something, but it was a leaf.
All right, let's see what happens. This thing ain't gonna start. We're gonna let it charge up for about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and get back outside and start it up for you. Everybody's asking me that big question. What is going on with the WifeMax? I know I did a full series on it. As a matter of fact, we tore the frame down to nothing. We took it to the guys at Promax, which by the way, they did an outstanding job there in Wisconsin. Huge shout out to those guys. But we went ahead and powder coated it. I assembled everything here in the garage, and it's just been sitting here for like the last month and a half. What exactly are we doing with this thing? I'm gonna go ahead and get my wife on the channel as well because this is her truck. And I'm gonna tell you guys the real story, what's going on, because this thing is just taking up space in my garage right now at this point. I really want to get it done. Mrs. Truckmaster, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I was hoping to have this thing done before Christmas. Let me just jump right to it, man. The subject of this video. What the heck is the hang up on this frame right here? The engine. So this is the LB7 engine block that we were originally going to build the bottom end up. But to be honest with you, it was going to cost me $600 to ship it out to my buddy Matt at Miller Engines in Pennsylvania. But long story short on that one, we talked about it. An LBZ block is going to cost about the same amount. And believe it or not, you can actually take, okay, an 06 or 07 Duramax block. You can actually build it up to an LB7, which is an 01 to 04. And the 06 to 07 Duramax engine blocks actually have more rigidity. So it's actually sort of a better situation on that end. And it's going to be about the same amount of money if I was to ship out the LB7 block. So that's the biggest hang up. But he did find one, and the bottom end is pretty much completely built. That's another video to come, but I'm talking like the works, guys. Board 20 over, decked. We're going to put those PPE cast iron heads on there. The truck is going to be a freaking beast. But that's what we've been waiting on. There's been a shortage of parts right now. But the good news though is I think we should have this truck done, or the engine done, in the next couple of weeks. And then once that happens, the WifeMax is going to get pulled in the garage if we can get it to start, right, Mrs. Truckmaster?
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead.
It's cold outside.
It is.
And it hasn't been started in who knows how long.
Yeah, I think it's been over a month. We haven't started that thing, so the truck is completely dead. But I'm going to pull that thing in here. That's why I kept it on the frame. This is why I outsourced another frame, got this done. We're gonna go ahead and pull the cab and pull everything off and just switch it over to this right here. Most people in the comments are saying keep the black Anthem off-road rims. I think you're with us on that too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with changing them up if it's a truck show or something, but for like regular everyday use, I like the black rims on it.
Just a few updates for you if you missed out on some of the other videos. Actually, if you want to go ahead and start putting the bushings on the frame, that'd be cool. We have some polyurethane bushings here, but we do have an S480 from Ryan's Diesel Service. This is going to be our big charger, and then the smaller one in the valley is going to be a 68mm drop-in unit. They were actually, I think it's called a Pro Stock charger. I can't remember the exact verbiage of that, but Ryan's Diesel Service sells these turbos. They actually build these in-house. They manufacture them, and they're second to none. I'm sorry, no offense to anybody else, but I think they make some of the best turbos on the planet. Never had an issue with these, and I have put these through the ringer, man. Definitely love their stuff. Also, we're gonna go with a 165 Air Dog. And another quick update, we're gonna go with 200 over injectors. Also, we're gonna do dual fuelers on this thing, so we're gonna have 2 CP3 injection pumps. Big fuel, 165, it's gonna be a lot.
The small one's good too.
Oh, don't worry about that for now, it goes underneath. But yeah. that's pretty much it. But that is the hang up. We're just waiting on the engine to get finished, man. Once that gets here, it's gonna be on, and we're gonna be going to town on this frame. I know you got a lot going on with the kids and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the Dodge. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the frame like we talked about in the last video, and as promised, we're gonna go ahead and line X that bed, and then we're gonna go ahead and maybe dump some more logs today, so stay tuned for that. And also, I need your suggestions and your feedback, so please hang on till the end of the video. The wife and I, we're gonna go ahead and talk about our ideas with the Dodge dumpster Cummins, should I say.
Which we won't agree on.
We're not gonna agree on this one. So, all right, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can start the Wife Max, and then after that, we'll go ahead and get to the Dodge, and we'll talk about our big plans. So, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do this.
Ow.
All right. Ow. Ooh. Power. Hey, that actually started really easily.
It's running rough though.
Is it? Been sitting for a while.
It's cold.
Nice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let it run for a while.
Yeah, we gotta let that battery
charge up.
recoup.
So we're gonna go ahead and bed line the inside of that black. We're actually gonna be using a Raptor liner product, which I use on everything. And I'm also gonna go ahead and paint this hideous, ugly red frame. I'm actually gonna go black. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm super excited. The truck's gonna look good. I'm also gonna go ahead and take off the 22s. This is really impractical. It's just for looks, really. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on these right here. Let me show you. These are the original bullet hole wheels that came off the 79 Cummins. It was a power wagon with a 12 valve in it. The giveaway truck that I gave away. I still have these left. And these were actually the tires that I want to use for the Wife Max when we're pulling sleds. But we're gonna go ahead and put it on this. I think it's more practical, you know, it's 33s. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna go ahead and rattle can it because it's gonna give me a little more control. It's already epoxy primer. The frame's pretty much already good to go. And the stuff that I use, I really like. I actually really like the Rust-Oleum product, but I like to use this stuff. I've never had a problem with it. I use it on most of my frames. I use this in between this, and I also use the Implement Rattle Can High Gloss Black that they sell at Tractor Supply, which is really good stuff. It handles really well. So I'm gonna be using this stuff as well. But I have quite a bit of cans. Hopefully, you know, I think I have about 8 of these cans, but hopefully that should do the trick. But if you guys don't know, this is just my wood truck. I went a little overkill on the build. I know this is America. I guess there's nothing wrong with overbuilding things. This looks so good, and I'm glad I went with a gloss black. I know it's not gonna look perfect all the time, but for the most part, it looks so much better than that ugly eyesore red frame that I always had. I took all the shocks out of it. I also took off the rear airbags because I never had them plugged in. I was planning on doing it, but there's no real reason for that when I have so many leaf springs. But overall, I'm really happy with it. It looks so good under there. I know Raptor has a bed line, which is just completely black, but I ordered a bunch of tintable stuff. The good thing is I actually have black paint. I'm just gonna mix it in with the bottle, shake it up, and just spray right in there. But I'm gonna take some time to prep everything, make everything, you know, to where I'm not getting black anywhere on the truck. And we're gonna see how this turns out. So let's go ahead and do this right now. One thing that I've learned is don't color the frame unless you're gonna do it right. You know, we don't want color clashing. That's why I talked to the guys at Promax in Wisconsin, and we had a long powwow on this. I just wanted the highlights. I wanted the fusion violet, you know, just a little small subtle accents instead of the entire frame this color. You know, I didn't want it to look hideous. If you guys missed that episode, I tore all the leaves out of the leaf springs. I mean, we did it right. Still yet have to put a Banks or a PPE rear diff cover on there. I'm still kind of debating that. We do have time. But yeah, I got to run the brake lines. Man, there's just too much to talk about. But stay tuned. This is a huge deal. This is going to be a big, big deal on my channel. I'm hoping to make a show truck out of this truck right here. But moving forward, let's go ahead and get this done, man. What I was thinking about doing was bringing it to about here and then down. But since I'm going to bed line this entire bed anyways, let me show you how I'm going to mix it. It's going to be a little bit different. But I'm going to test this out. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take 3 ounces. That's why I have this. 3 ounces of paint. I'm gonna pour it in there, shake it up. I'm gonna do it to all of them, and then pull the cap off and see what color they are. And then after that, when I'm ready to shoot, I'll go ahead and start putting hardener in them. But I don't want to be on a time crunch. I just want to go ahead and mix the black in each bottle, and then when I'm done with that, then separately I'll put hardener in it when I'm shooting. But let me show you how I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're at 0. Take my paint, and this is no binders. I'm not exactly sure what that means. That's just what the instructions say. But this is just a base color.
They do sell the black stuff separately, but since I have so much of this tintable stuff, I'm just gonna use this. All right, that's gonna be our black. Go a little bit more because I know that not all that's gonna get in there. So we're at a 3 ounces. This actually isn't too bad. Do this to all of them. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the caps on all these, shake them up, and then look at the cap, the inside of it. And whatever color that is, that's pretty much what the color is gonna be when I spray. So that's kind of the idea. It's pretty simple. So we'll go ahead and take this off and just compare them all. That's what the color is gonna be right there. It all looks pretty even. So let's go ahead and put the hardener in it, and let's go ahead and shoot this. We'll go ahead and do the tailgate first. Let's just see how it turns out. So that is it. I went ahead and put about 2 coats over that. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna avoid the dents. I know you're gonna see that. There's gonna be dents all over this truck. It's old, but you know what? I don't really care. I'm using it for wood. But it's gonna be a nice protectant. So I actually really like that. It turned out really nice. That's what the entire bed, the inside of this is gonna look like when I'm done with it. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot this bed right now. Let's do it. All right, guys, finished product, complete. Check it out. Like I said, you're gonna see the dents. I don't care about it, but man, it looks good. I haven't pulled the tape off yet, but we're gonna do that right now. Okay, so we're back. It's the very next day. I have everything done. It looks amazing. I love it, man. It looks so good. The frame looks incredible. It looks immaculate, too. I love the new shocks, by the way. Actually, the truck does sit a little bit higher because the travel of the other shocks really were shorter, so it was pushing down more. It really wasn't a good idea to have those on there. But we're all set, man. We're all good to go. Look at that. Looks so much better. Also, I did something different too. Well, it's not different, it's just something that I've been wanting to do. I installed a block heater finally, so it's nice and warm in here, so it should start a lot better than it normally does. It's been plugged in all night, but we're gonna go ahead and start this thing now and get it outside. But this time what we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna load split wood, we're actually gonna be loading logs this time. Or they're cut logs, they're about 2 to 3 foot long. We're gonna throw them in the bed of the truck, which is gonna be significantly heavier than the split wood, and we're gonna go ahead and load it down. I'm gonna put as much as I possibly can in here and see how much this can hold. If it breaks, it breaks. The camera's on for you guys, but that would suck for me. But I'm gonna go out there again, load up logs this time, and see what this bad girl can do. Okay, we're done. She's loaded down nice and good. I'm gonna do this probably about a dozen times, so hopefully this works. Like I said, I don't tweak the bed when it comes up because there's no frame support underneath that bed. It's really just a hydraulic arm and that pivot point. Trust me, guys, I'm a little nervous. Let's go ahead and back this thing up. Dang it, broke my tripod. But it works, guys. Yes, I'm excited, man. But as you can tell, some of that stuff already hit the top of the bed. We made a nice little ding right there. But that's another reason why I have to Raptor line this truck, man. Unless I can come up with a different solution. But for the most part, I'm happy. That is awesome. I made my own little makeshift fuel thingy. It's kind of neat.
You have to lift the bed to fill it up.
You don't have to lift the bed. You can get through the wheel well to fill it up, but it sucks. So yeah, the best thing you can do is lift it up a little bit. But yeah, unfortunately that's my only option. I don't want it to sit this low and then come out here. It would just look stupid and it'd be in the way. So I'd stub her down. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Earl ain't gonna be messing around with that no more.
Hey, why you gotta bring Earl in this? Well, also, what do you think about the bullet hole wheels? They look good?
Yeah, I don't mind them on here.
I think they look sharp.
More like more like a dump truck.
More like a real dump truck instead of a girly show truck. Check out this bed right here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Look better?
That's a big difference. Much better.
Feel the texture?
It's protected.
I actually didn't lay it down pretty heavy back here. And biggest reason, because I know when I put wood in here, it's not going to slide down very easily if it's all textured. So I did go kind of thick, but I didn't want to make it all speckly, you know what I mean? I didn't want this side right here to be super rough. So that's why I had to go crazy. You don't think it would
still slide down? I think it would still slide.
It will still slide down, but I think the split light wood is going to still hang up when it comes down. So that's why I didn't go too heavy on the, Raptor product. But I am definitely going to be laying it down thicker on the body. So we talked about that. So what do you think, Melanie? Should we bedline the entire truck?
No.
Blue? No? She says no, guys.
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Why?
I just think you're gonna, for people that like that stuff, want it to be a permanent thing, that's, cool and all, but like, if you wanted to change it back to the shiny finish, all that, you're having to start all over again. Once you're going full ham committed, there's no turning back. Yeah, the panels are at that point. There's nothing you can do. And I don't know. I just feel like if you regret it, which sometimes that happens with you, the work. This is like a tattoo. This is permanent. Yeah. So there's times when you've done things and you've regretted doing it, and I don't know, I feel like you might run into that situation that you don't like it and you're stuck with it, kind of thing. I like the shine. I like it shined up, and you can change the paint if you want. You don't have to worry about, oh no, you gotta try to sand it off, but you can't sand it off and you have to start all over again. 90% of you guys are with her, but with me, I'm using it to dump wood, and I'm gonna ding it up, so. Which is funny too, because you're so, you got like race stuff underneath the hood. What? Yeah, like dump stuff for the body, work truck, woods truck, race truck under the hood. Very all over the place project, but that I wouldn't guess any other way that you would have it. You're she's just a big old hater. ADHD. What she's trying to say is I installed 2 turbos, big race transmission, fully built bottom end. So basically, we can dump wood with it, and I could take it to the track, or I could do a dyno day thing, or I could take it to a truck show, or I could. You were trying to pack. It's a win-win. He was trying to pack all the things he likes and wants into one truck. Right? Is that what you were doing? Yes, or exactly. You got me figured out. Did it just turn out that way? Well, it kind of just turned out, but that was the whole idea, was I wanted to dump it, but I wanted to bedline the whole truck when I first got it. But I wanted to put lots of power under it because and you wanted a show truck, and you wanted So it's like all the things that you wanted was getting dumped. Well, good. This is my my crayon truck. It's like, let me do whatever the heck I want to it, because this is your Lego truck. Yeah, it's my Lego truck. It's cool. Do I have a leak? What is that? What is that? You have a leak. I'm gonna fix that. It's the stupid trans cooler lines right now. They're I think it's one of the. I'll get to it later. All right. So I have it right here. It's called Cobalt Blue. I'm gonna mix it in with the Raptor product that we just shot over this. Not in this video. Obviously, stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna do a series on this one. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. But
after doing a bunch of reviews and watching videos and even reading comments, I think blue may be a little tacky. What do you think?
Well, you're kind of stuck with blue, I feel like, too, because if you mess up on any areas and the stuff isn't sticking or whatever, that blue is going to shine right through if you have a different color over top of it.
So hear me out. This is it hit me this morning. This is my idea. So I kind of don't want to go all blue on this truck. I want to do a complete color change. Yeah, hear me out. I haven't done it yet, and actually it's not going to be done. So I'm not like a video ahead of myself or anything. So what you see is what you get. This will be like next day I'm posting, but this is my idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to midway, I guess, tape from here up. So like from the door a little bit lower up is going to be blue, and then everything else down is going to be gunmetal gray. Thoughts?
I don't know.
And then maybe even like a crazy little pinstripe deal, like right here, like a Raptor line, bed line pinstripe blue, like kind of encompassed in the gunmetal gray. What do you think? It'll be two-toned.
Yeah, that sounds cool and all, but you're not a professional painter. I mean, I'm not trying to discourage you.
You don't have to be a professional painter to bedline, though. That's the best part about this. You just have to make sure your prep work is on point, because if it's not, it's going to be all in the door jambs and then, you know, like...
Yeah, but even professional painters can mess up on the prep work.
Oh gosh, you're a big hater. Like I said, I'm not going to cut corners, but but I'm gonna keep it blue all the way up to the top, even on the top of the bed, you know what I mean? All the way blue, and then everything, basically the whole truck's gonna look gray, but I'm just gonna have this part up here blue, and the reason for that too, it's gonna be kind of cool, but I don't have to paint underneath the bed.
So wait, this isn't gonna be line next?
Yes.
Or Raptor lined?
Yes.
Oh, so this is gonna be your Raptor line blue, and this is gonna be your Raptor line?
Correct. Gunmetal gray.
Yeah.
Which originally was the paint of the truck when I first bought it, which was the same color as your brother's truck.
I don't know. I don't know if that...
Or should I just go all blue? Or should I just go all gunmetal gray? This is where I need your guys' help. Let me know in the comments, please. Load them up.
Do you think that gunmetal gray and blue will go well together?
Yes, I don't think that's going to clash. I think that's going to be a great combination. Not only that, the frame's black, so it's you know, it's not red. It's just not going to look stupid. I think it's going to look cool. Maybe I should do some renders and then throw them over the video or something so people can get an idea.
I just don't like the Raptor line idea.
It's just a stupid idea, isn't it?
I just don't like it. I think you're gonna lose your shiny show truck, you know, package, race truck, you know, all your package stuff you got going on there.
Well, at least I'm not making your truck hideous. That's kind of the idea. I wanted to reveal that. I never even talked to her about it, so I figured I'd get that on camera and get our reactions and ideas, and obviously she's definitely not for it, but a lot of you guys in the last video were. But either way, two-tone, should we go all gunmetal gray? Should we just go all blue?
Or should we not do it at all?
Which, whatever, I'm still doing it. And keep me updated, guys. Yeah, but I value you guys a lot. I know I was having issues with keeping this thing going up and down with weight in it, but once I switched to hydraulic lines, they actually confirmed that for me. Because if you were to go up on the hydraulics, I think it goes up to like 38 to 4,000 PSI, and if you were to go down, it's like 1,800 PSI. So that makes a lot of sense on my hydraulic lines being backwards initially. So that actually really helped me. So thank you so much for that. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned and follow this, because this might be a complete disaster, or it may actually turn out really nice.
Truck Master Disaster.
Is that a new shirt idea?
I just thought it would be funny.
That's pretty good, actually. All right, guys, that's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one.
Stay tuned.